One hunchback. Hunchback means a person who has a big back. You might have seen a hunchback, right? There will be some kind of a growth on the back. So this hunchback was given at the time of Kaikeyi's wedding with Maharaj Dasharath. The father had given this hunchback as a maid servant along with Kaikeyi. So this lady's name was Manthara, and Manthara had always been Kaikeyi's well-wisher, but she hated Kaushalya because Kaushalya was a co-wife of Kaikeyi, her mistress Kaikeyi. So she thought that Kaushalya was always some kind of rival, though they didn't think like that. Kaushalya nor Kaikeyi thought like that, and because of that, she didn't like Lord Rama also so much. So when the announcement of the coronation of Lord Rama happened, and she was out on the terrace and she was seeing all the Ayodhya Vasis going mad with joy, Manthara was burning inside with rage and envy. Now, one thing that you have to notice here is that Manthara actually, though she didn't know that, but was actually an Apsara who was deputed by the Devatas to help assist Lord Rama in killing Ravana. Now, this is interesting, isn't it? Maharishi Valmiki mentions this in the Valmiki Ramayana. I told you earlier, when Lord Brahma, he received Lord Vishnu and heard from Lord Vishnu on the back of Garuda that Lord Vishnu was going to take birth as a son of Maharaj Dasharath. At that point in time, after Lord Vishnu left, Lord Brahma had instructed all the Devatas to take birth in the family of Vanaras, monkeys, because he wanted to keep the curse that Nandi had given to Ravana. So along with the Devatas, some Apsaras and Gandharvas had also taken birth. One such Apsara had taken birth as Manthara. They were all going to assist in Lord Rama killing Ravana. So though she's like a villain in the story, she actually assisted Lord Rama in going to the forest and thereby doing a lot of things that would attract the attention of Ravana, and then later on Lord Rama could kill Ravana. Okay, so this was all the arrangement of the Lord. The Lord had arranged all these leelas. So this Manthara, of course, she didn't know that she was an Apsara. She was just acting her part. So she went to Kaikeyi, and then she saw that Kaikeyi was on a swing, and she was swinging joyfully because she had heard that Rama, her dear Rama, was going to become the heir apparent the next day. So Kaikeyi was happy, and Manthara went and told Kaikeyi, Kaikeyi, do you know what Maharaj Dasharath has done to you? He's done such a disservice to you. And what are you talking about? Kaikeyi asked. Manthara said, he is going to announce Rama, your rival's son, as the king tomorrow. And Kaikeyi said, oh Manthara, you have given me such a wonderful news. Here, take this precious stone. And Kaikeyi picked up a very, very precious, costly, valuable stone and gave it to Manthara. Manthara threw that stone. Kaikeyi was astonished. She was shocked. Why is this lady acting so weird? Manthara scolded Kaikeyi. She said, you fool! You fool! You don't know what the king has done to you? He is going to announce Kaushalya's son as the king. Bharat will not become the king. You know what will happen tomorrow? When Rama becomes a king, Kaushalya will become the king's mother. She will make you her maidservant, and Bharata will become the servant of Rama. Though Kaikeyi did not have these thoughts, when Manthara again and again and again brainwashed her like this. So you see, sometimes when we get into the association of the wrong type of people, this is how we can get influenced. You know this famous proverb in English, they say, tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are. It is also a study which was conducted in psychology that we are the average of the 5 closest people that we associate with. Like say for instance, you have 5 people, maybe say just example, okay? Maybe you're very close to your mother, and then you have a cousin who you're very close to that cousin. You're very close to one teacher. You're very close to one classmate. And then you have another friend outside of your class. These are the 5 people that you're very close to. Maybe your father, mother, whoever. Your personality will be the average of all these 5 people. This is a study which was done. So, we can understand the effect Kaushalya, Kaikeyi had because of the influence of Manthara. Therefore, we have to be extremely careful about who we let into our lives, whom we take advice from, whom we allow to influence us. So the more the time Kaikeyi spent with Manthara and was listening to all the crazy things that she was telling, Kaikeyi started thinking, oh, maybe, yes, it is possible. And then at one point in time, she said, I will not let this happen. Me, a maidservant? Never. Rama and Kaushalya as the mother of the king? Chi, how will I allow this to happen? So then she asked Manthara, what should I do, Manthara? Manthara told Kaikeyi, you remember that time when Maharaj Dasharath was fighting against the demons on behalf of the Devatas, and Maharaj Dasharath almost lost his life, and you were his charioteer on the battlefield, and you took Maharaj Dasharath away from the battlefield, nursed him and helped him to regain, and he won that battle. And do you remember that Maharaj Dasharath, for having saved his life, he gave you 2 boons? And you know what had happened actually? Kaikeyi had not taken those 2 boons at that point in time because she did not need anything. She was very satisfied and happy. So she told Maharaj Dasharath, oh my dear husband, you have given me everything. I don't need anything. I will take this boon at some other point in time when I require. So she just left it at that point in time. So Manthara now reminded Kaikeyi of those 2 boons, and she said, get those 2 boons now. Ask Maharaj Dasharath to fulfill those 2 boons. And then Manthara said, your first boon should be that not Rama, but Bharata should become the next king. And also the second boon should be Rama should be banished to the forest for 14 years. By that time, Bharata would have gained the respect and trust of the people of Ayodhya. People will forget Ram, and even if he comes back, people will not accept Ram. So these are the 2 boons, Kaikeyi, that you should ask Maharaj Dasharath. So Kaikeyi thought, okay, she became a reflection of the villainous nature of Manthara.